Congratulations to all of our outstanding graduates. For many of you, it may be difficult to express exactly what this day means to you and your families. It's my privilege to introduce two members of the class of 2014 who have worked so hard on crafting their personal messages for today's commencement and will now share their stories of inspiration with you. Victoria Quiniola is a member of Phi Theta Kappa and is a Ka'ala Ike scholar. With love and support of her family and friends, she has completed her associate's degree in liberal arts, and she plans to continue to UH Manoa to get her bachelor's degree in Hawaiian studies. In her free time, she's a freelance photographer. Since she was 16, she has been, and still is, the photographer, manager, and owner of her own business. Born and raised here, she has been inspired to learn more about her home and to share with everyone what she discovers through her photography. She believes that any dream can be accomplished with dedication, hard work, and a positive attitude. Victoria, please present the graduate response.
Kind of nervous. Aloha administration, faculty, and staff. First things first, congratulations to my fellow classmates for being Leeward Community College's class of 2014. And thank you, family and friends, for coming tonight. I have to admit, I didn't think I'd be standing here today graduating with all of you. In high school, I didn't care too much about school. I knew enough to keep my grades up and to stay in the average level classes. I have never taken summer school, nor an AP class, or extra core classes as an elective. When it came to time to fill out college applications, I had no idea where I wanted to go or even what I wanted to be. I chose Leeward because it was close to home and cheaper in comparison to a university. When I got to Leeward, I was convinced to take 5 classes, 15 credits each semester. Classmates thought I was crazy. But if you think about it, I was fresh out of high school, had no job, and lived with my family. It was easier than it seemed. As I sat with my parents the summer before college started, they told me they didn't want me to have to struggle with money like they did, and they were going to do as much as they could in order for me to get a good education. After this talk, I made it a goal to do my best in school and to make my parents proud. Throughout the 4 semesters I have been here, I have learned a lot from my peers. Some of you may have been here longer than others, and some may have started later than others, and some may have returned to school after taking a break for so many years. Just like my mother, she, believe it or not, decided to come back to school the semester after I started and is now graduating with me. Going to school with your parent has its perks. I don't have to worry about not having lunch money. She has paid for a few of my lunches. On the other hand, it brings up some common questions. First, is that your sister? This question came up a lot. We kind of laugh and would correct them. I would say something like, "Oh no, that's my mother." And the look on their faces were priceless. Second, what school do you go to? Many of my mother's classmates have assumed that I was still in high school. She'd laugh and correct them, and over time, I have learned to take this as a compliment. I look younger than I really am. And lastly, isn't that kind of weird? Going to school with my mother and graduating with her, to me, is the coolest thing in the world. The point I'm trying to make is that everyone's situation and how they got here is different. Who cares if it's different? Who cares if the person graduated before you or took more classes than you? I don't see a difference, and I don't really care about that kind of stuff. I think it's awesome that we are all graduating today with a higher education because in the end, that's all that matters. We have all put a lot of hard work and time to get to where we are now. Whether you plan to continue school or to get a job, I'm proud of you. Without further ado, I'm happy to say congratulations. Mom, we did it.